Good evening, Dr. Sharu, Mukundan, and all the dignitaries from different industries, from Monash, LSD, students here from the academy, and if there are guides, I think all the supervisors. It's a great pleasure for me to be here. Okay, I've been involved with the academy from day one, and I've seen its growth from, I think as a matter of fact, I was in the RPC of the very first student who joined there. And it's a wonderful journey, and I was the professor in charge before Professor Neela Nattaraj took over when I had to take over as the director. Personally, I feel the ambience that exists in the academy, it's really, it's a wonderful ambience where we see that there is a daily, on a per day basis, the kind of the collaboration, the efforts that the students make from to connect both the Indian as well as the Australian counterpart, their supervisors. I think this is remarkable. In most cases, I think our supervisors are purely in sync in terms of what's happening, what the students are doing. Some of them, I think for 3 years, I think you are more at India, okay, whereas 1 year when the student goes to Australia, I think even I find the Indian supervisors are very much on top of what's happening there. So that's a very good sign. It's just not that out of sight and out of mind, that doesn't happen. And we are happy to see that, on the both sides, from IIT Bombay as well as from Monash University, the administration has always been very supportive of this particular initiative. And what we see that no matter what kind of difficulties we face, we always try to see that the students are always well taken care of. Even when you have the MHRD increase the stipend, we said, okay, we must find some way to see that our students get it. So definitely that's a commitment from both sides, and we will continue to have that. And Mr. Murli said that it's only 180 students, and hopefully we will have a lot more industrial supported projects, and we already have few people here, so we would definitely look for more industry support. Could be in AI, ML, or whatever the reasons it could. Of course, we do wonderfully well in terms of biological projects, because thanks to the very generous support that DBT has been providing, and we look forward to that. And I think we will pass on the same information to your colleague at DST, so that we can have similar kind of thing. We used to have that at one time. DST also, to be honest, they have been very supportive, and they did support a large number of students over a long period. And it will be wonderful again if we get that thing back. So when we get the support both from the government organizations and also from the industry, then I think the academy can allow faculty members from both sides to take up a lot of challenging things, because of course the blue sky research and others could happen only if DST or DBT takes support. Similarly, I think there has to be Australian, Indo-Australian joint projects, and similarly CSIRO and others. So we definitely look for that, as well as plenty of industry supported projects. And I hope that this year we had 23 students graduating. Next year I'm sure that we'll be hitting a number close to probably 30, and that would be wonderful. And I think at the steady state, we're looking at around similar 30, 35, or maybe 40 students graduating. And that would also help us, because for IIT Bombay now, we are looking for inching towards crossing the 400 number, because that's probably the largest in India so far we are producing from in the STEM area. Okay, of course we do have humanities and others also, but predominantly STEM. I don't think there's any other place in any other university is producing that many PhDs. So we have overall for Dr. Sharu, we have 3,100 PhD students enrolled. So once we reach the steady state in output process, so we will also expect something minimum like 500 PhDs or 550, if you assume some attrition. So that would be really wonderful because India needs this, and of course collaborations. We are open Australia, we are doing it, but you are also saying that we should look at collaborations from others, and that's what IIT does. Now I think this is a good hint. I think with both, can you have a third supervisor from somewhere else? Like, we are already doing one from Mumbai, one from Monash, maybe we can have a third supervisor. I see no difficulty, we can always take care of that. And that would be really wonderful, so thanks for the suggestion. So enjoy the evening, thank you.